Welcome everybody, Shark Bets Fantasy Sets Week 10. Can't believe it. I feel like I say that every week. New background, new computer. Actually, my old one's crapping out right now, so you might notice the wall is not painted too well. It's a mess. Just ignore it, though. I just don't know how to have a filter. All right, Week 10. Mike, how you doing, man?
Doing just dandy. You know, the Bills beat a Super Bowl contending team. The second one they beat this year. Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen beat them both. I'm feeling good.
Right. We'll stick with the AFCs. How you doing?
I'm doing good. It was shaky at the end, but all that matters is we got an extra W on our record, so I'll take it.
Sir.
What's going on, man? Man, feeling good, brother. You know what I'm saying? But went into MetLife, got a good W. Joe started to call that Levi East. There was more red in their stadium than blue. So,
Did anybody get hurt on that field for you?
yes. Yeah, one. We lost Mikael Williams.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow. Just never fails. Tim, what'd you do on your bye?
I won without playing. It was what a great day. What a great day that trade deadline was. Stockpiled some first round picks. Lost sauce. It's okay.
We'll get to that.
We'll make do.
My Dallas Cowboys are now 1-8 versus the Cardinals in their last 9 games, adding Jacoby Brissett to the loss column here, along with Josh Dobbs, Kevin Kolb, John Skellett. Cardinals is on them. So we'll get to this trade, Tim. We'll start with you. We'll start with the Jets trades here. This broke out of nowhere yesterday. We thought some people were going to be traded, and you said 2 weeks ago, fire sale. Everybody but Garrett Wilson, you said.
Yep.
All right. So which one do you like the most? Are you giving them an A+?
An A+++, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like when they traded Jamal Adams to the Seahawks and got a boatload of first round picks, and they hit on those first.
What they do with those? Did they turn them into good picks though? Was that Garrett Wilson?
Yeah, they hit on the first round picks. I'm hoping to God that it's the same thing over and over again. My only question is, do you think Aaron Glenn had any say on losing his best 2 defenders at the trade deadline, or they just already know that it doesn't matter because they're going to get rid of him at the end of the season? That I don't know, but hey, Jets picked up 3 first round picks. We still need the quarterback. That's the most important thing.
Which you've missed on when you had 2 top 5 picks.
Okay, all right. But there's hope. There's hope at the end of the rainbow, right? We're getting there.
Man, silver lining by these Jet fans, only to probably be let down in 2 years.
That's fine.
The first round pick you got from Dallas, was that next year's first round?
Yeah, I think it's 27.
You got this year's second round. Okay, correct. That's not bad.
Which might be an end of the a decent second round pick.
Right. Do you think everyone's saying the Colts kind of got fleeced? I don't agree with that. What do you think?
I know that they're in a position to win right now, and if giving up 2 first round picks that you don't necessarily need to fill any positions, and you get someone the caliber of Sauce Gardner, I mean, yeah, for their GM, I think it made sense in the long term. Maybe not, but you're only caring about winning the Super Bowl this year, so that's all that matters.
I agree with you on that. I'm with you on that. If you think you're going to win it, go for it now, because you may never get back. Panthers, Falcons, a lot of people, a lot of teams. Mike, how do you feel about these Jets trades? You being in the AFC East and all. Are you glad Sauce is gone? Not that it matters. Jets beat him anyway.
Yeah, the Jets got off a haul. I mean, not the Patriots. The Packers, they traded, 2 first round draft picks to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or 1? 2.
2. 1 this year, 1 next year.
So, I mean, Micah Parsons, Sauce Gardner, give me Micah Parsons all day. Like, he's proven it year in and year out. Sauce Gardner has been on the decline. I don't think he has an interception. I don't think he had one this year. And he got toasted by the Jets in that game and got toasted by the Colts in a few games. He doesn't look the same. And 2 first round picks is a lot, man. That's a lot of value given. And if you guys do fire Glenn, I do think that you guys should hire an offensive-minded coach, have him load up with those picks, and have him choose his quarterback with those picks. Enough of the defensive coaches. And I mean, I do think, I don't know. I think I think Quentin Williams might have been better than Sauce Gardner, in my opinion.
Might be too late for Dallas, though. That's what sucks.
I think they got a haul. I think Jets did a really good job.
Yeah,
I wish
Nas.
Garrett Wilson from him, but
Yeah, Nas.
Well, I'm glad Sauce is out of the division. I'll take that. But I don't know. I really don't care, if I'm being
Doesn't
honest.
matter. It's the Jets, right? That's how you look
Yeah.
at it.
Fuck you, Nas.
It's like Nas was like, I'm 7-2 right now. I don't.
I've never. I'm on Mike's team right now. That's it.
I
Fuck
don't
the
really
Bills.
Would you have done it if you were the Jets, Nas?
No, I mean, I'm a big fan of Sauce Gardner. I think he's one of the best corners in the league. I don't think he's on the decline. I mean, everybody gets toast. Like, has a game. We know that. But I don't think he's on the decline. So I wouldn't have done that. I would have kind of built it around him, but being Aaron Glenn. But I don't think Aaron Glenn had much say in this. I think this kind of came from the GM and, like, above him. So he kind of just had to go with it.
Yeah, I agree, sir.
Yeah, no, I see their method because like a lot of the winning teams or the high teams are built off like the high offenses and like young cheap defenses. So I see what they're doing. I see their plan like trade away their defense and put high paid defensive players, get some picks, and then rebuild the offense, get a quarterback, build around the quarterback, protect them. I see their method.
Kim, do you think the logic of signing Sauce was so that he'd have the contract during the trade, and the team would be more likely to trade the first rounders?
I mean, if you look at both of their contracts
Right.
that they traded away, they were built a certain way to make this happen. Whether it was part of the plan or not, I have no idea. But it sure as hell worked out for us.
Yeah.
Now I have a question. Do you think with the Colts getting Sauce Gardner, they can go up to Arrowhead and beat Mahomes, beat Josh Allen? Do you think that's possible? Well, anything's possible, but do you think that
I
moves the
think that's
needle?
the missing piece.
Yeah, okay, there it is.
No, but if they think it, then I don't mind the trade. Like, you might not be 7-2 again. Like, you gotta go for it when it's like even you guys right now. Like me and Mike have discussed the Pats. I believe you're a year ahead, but fuck that. Go win now. Like, you're not gonna get another chance, as the Jets have found out the past 14 years. But
what are you guys? I mean, is that what the boat you're on right now? It's like the Dallas Cowboys are not making the playoffs, and they're trading these picks like they're going to make the playoffs and make noise. Like,
I believe Jerry Jones just is in a false like hope thing that like he's getting old now. He's like 81, so he's openly said like he does not have that much time. He's said it like he does not have that much time left. So I think he's just like, if he even thinks there's a slight chance, he's just going to do what he can.
but if the Colts can get Sauce Gardner, do you think Dallas was even the conversation with that?
Because they have Diggs and Bland who have signed to long-term contracts, even though Diggs is hurt right now. And they got Demarcus Overshown, who's like a linebacker, but he plays some corner. They're very injured, man. Like, I know it's not an excuse, and Aberflus has been horrible, but for what it's worth, like, their defense wasn't the problem on Monday night. Like, they did okay. Just
nobody could cover Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, but they only left them 27 points, and they came up with 3 straight 3-and-outs, and the offense did absolutely nothing afterwards, and just 2 fumbles. I don't know, man. They're just a mess. They're all types of a mess, but listen, you're 3-5-1.
It's confusing me why you went for another D tackle rather than a cornerback.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I'm actually kind of like the Colts. I understand them trading for Sauce because, like, they're close to like they're close to it right now. I'm surprised Dallas made that trade. You would think that they would like keep their picks and try to like rebuild, like get younger and But I mean, as you said, Jerry's trying to win. He's trying to win as quick as possible. But
right, but you gave up a 2nd-round pick, right, for next year.
A second round and a first next year, which
it's like the same baseball, bro. Prospects are prospects because they're not stars yet. They're prospects. Picks are picks. You probably miss more than you hit. Quentin Williams can play. So if
you can only do one thing, he just stuffs the run,
which we can't stop. So if you were going to use your 2nd-round pick next year on a rookie as a run stopper, why not just get Quentin Williams? This is why I didn't have a problem with them trading a 1st-round pick for Amari Cooper in 2018, because they were probably going to use their 1st-round pick on a wide receiver. Why take that risk? Just go get a wide receiver is good. And so I don't mind it that much. And I would have probably minded it more if it was this year's first rounder because that has a chance to be a top 12 pick. Next year, you kind of hope that team will be a little better. Oh
Yeah, it's not like Quinn. It's not like he's old.
no,
They got him under contract. He's not going anywhere. It's not like if the Jets were going to trade Brees Hall. That's why I think the best offer for him was a fourth rounder because you're basically renting him. No guarantee that he's going to sign with you afterwards. I'm still surprised the Jets didn't trade him. And if he wanted to come back, then just sign back as a free agent after the season. I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't understand that.
Well, we'll find out at the end of the year. Like you said, Tim, if the Packers don't win the Super Bowl, did they really win the trade of Micah? If the Colts don't win the Super Bowl, it's a bad trade, you know? So we'll move on now because now we got the AFC, and this should be a fun segment here. The Chiefs were in a lot of our top 5 last week in power rankings. You're even in Mike's. And Buffalo went and beat the Kansas City Chiefs, who, by the way, Josh Allen's 5-1 versus Patrick Mahomes in the regular season, and he has not beat him in playoffs. It's just absurd. It's an absurd stat. Could be different though this year, Mike. So I'm gonna go to you two last, but with everything, the dynamic change in the AFC and the Broncos are kind of forgotten a bit. Sir, who do you got as the team to beat in the AFC right now? Especially with the Steelers beating the Colts.
Yeah, I know, yeah. But I still have that team from Arrowhead. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, like beating the Chiefs in the regular season is one thing. Beating them in the postseason, completely different animal. As you say, Josh Allen 5-1 against in the regular season. No big surprise. You beat him, no big surprise. But go in the postseason, and beat him. That's a different animal. So I still think once you got to knock them boys out in the postseason for them to not be the team to beat.
And they'll be going on the road most likely if they even get in. I mean,
yeah,
they got Denver next week, and then they got Dallas on Thanksgiving. I'm not saying they're going to lose that game, but that'll be like a must win for Dallas. I mean, it'd be interesting if they don't even squeak in because the Chargers are there too.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like that. The AFC West is, what I'm saying, it's a fight.
Yeah, what's going to happen is the Chiefs will get in as a 7, go to New England, and probably beat the Patriots. Tim, who you got?
I've got some team from the AFC East.
Oh,
I don't know which one.
Oh, be ballsy here. Don't be a wimp, Tim.
That's good. It's going to be a very entertaining game in 6 weeks from now.
What a soft answer.
Do you want me to pick the Bills? I'll pick the Bills. But you better not lose to the Patriots.
I honestly think by the time we get to that game, it's not even going to matter. The Patriots' record's not going to they're going to lose about a couple games before we get to that game. Remember, it's week 16 and week 15. It's not like that's next week.
That's only 5 weeks away, though, man. Like even if the Pats go 3-2 and you go,
they have 5 more games before they play us.
The Bills have the Dolphins, the Bucks, the Texans, the Steelers, the Bengals. And
let's say 4-1. Let's say 4-1 conservatively. That puts you at what? 10-3.
We're not losing any games.
Okay, let's just say you go 4-1. They'll be 10-3, and let's say the Pats go 3-2. They'll be 10-4, right?
It'll still be the game for the division.
Exactly, because they already beat you. That game's gonna matter, like regardless.
Yeah, I mean, fine. Let it matter. I'm not worried about.
Anyway, Mike,
you said that last time.
Anyway, Mike, do you have the Bills as the team to beat now in the AFC after that?
I live in the present. I don't live in the future. I don't live in the past. We've beaten Lamar Jackson and Pat Mahomes this year. When everybody did their Super Bowl rankings, those were one of the teams, including the Bills, to be in the Super Bowl. Regular season has to matter because that's how you get to the playoffs. Yes, I understand that Josh Allen can't beat the Chiefs in the playoffs, and the reason being, everybody's like, why? Well, because Andy Reid is one of the best coaches of all time. He's not going to show his cards during the regular season. He does stuff in the regular season in Bills games that, like, I'm not gonna show my cards. And then when it comes to the playoffs, he has all these different coverages and all these different offensive line schemes. It's just he's one of the greatest coaches of all time, and that's one of the reasons why we can't beat him. It took who was the coach of the Colts when they were playing the Patriots?
Peyton Manning? What are you talking about?
No, the coach of the Colts.
Tony Dungy.
Yeah, I mean, it took Tony Dungy all those years to beat to beat Bills. I mean, it's just
You finally got him in Indianapolis, though. All those games prior were in New England.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm with you, Mike. I think the Bills right now are scarier than the Pats. Gun to my head, I think the Pats are going to be a one and done team in the playoffs. Nas, only because I think you're a year ahead. I do think even if you get the division, you might run into Lamar as a 7 seed, and that's a scary, scary place to be. I almost think you're better off getting a wild card, personally, if I'm the Patriots. But we'll see. I'm with Mike here, though. And sir, a bit. Chiefs and Bills.
Hold on. Oh, I got a question for both of you, because like y'all saying the Bills are the team to beat. Like so far, I mean, I know they beat the Ravens in Week 1, and I know they beat the Chiefs. Other than that, where are
You can't just say other than that, bro. Those are the 2 Super Bowl teams.
I mean, they lost
but
to
I'm
Drake
talking
May.
about the record-wise. Like your schedule has you've gotten wins against teams that were expected to be bad. So like I don't know.
You can't just negate beating Pat Mahomes and Jackson, bro. Like those
But
are
what
the
I'm not negating it. I'm just saying, but like
here's what I'll say, sir. Here's what I'll say. Denver, I don't trust Bo Nix. I'm taking Josh Allen over Daniel Jones or Bo Nix in a big spot. I am, and I'm taking him over Drake May too. I'm probably taking him over everybody except Patrick Mahomes at this point. Even Lamar, even though there's a thing. But let's get to you, man. Like I don't know. Do you have the Pats being the team to beat or?
Nah, I don't have the Pats being the team to beat, but we're like that. We're like that St. Peter's team in the NCAA tournament when they play Kentucky, they beat Kentucky. Then they play Purdue, they beat Purdue. We're scary, but like you said, I do agree we're a year ahead. Nobody expected this.
Yeah, because then you ran into UNC and got your fucking dick punched in.
Yeah, but okay, but I do think the Chiefs are the team to beat, but I'm still not counting out the Ravens, man. I'm not counting them out. I'm sorry, but we'll see. But I do think we're scary, and Mike's overlooking us, and it's going to come down. The division's going to come down to that game, and yeah, I think we'll be good.
Would you rather?
So let's say you do win that game. Let's just say for some crazy way you do win that game. Like Scott is saying, and I agree with him, we're going to make the playoffs anyway, and you're going to have to play a playoff team. And yeah, we're going to lose home field advantage, but I don't think you'll be able to win the playoffs like the Bills can.
That's fine, Mike. My team hasn't made the playoffs since fucking Mac Jones' rookie year. I'm fine with making the playoffs. It's a stepping stone. Rome wasn't built in a day.
Mac Jones now, all right? Take it easy.
That's what I was going to ask you, Nas. Would you rather get the 2 seed and have Mahomes come into New England?
Yes.
Yes. So you just want that division, because if the Bills get the 5 seed, they're probably going into Pittsburgh, which they probably have a better chance of winning in Pittsburgh than getting a 2 seed and Mahomes coming in as the 7. You know what I'm saying?
If I can wake up
into Pittsburgh?
They're going into Pittsburgh.
If I can wake up
they going
Sunday,
into Baltimore?
Hey, that Pittsburgh win really kind of was that was a big win for Pittsburgh. I'll put it that way, because that could have really could have gotten here. Yeah.
I would like to see Drake May what he does in the playoffs. We don't know. He hasn't been there. I would see it. He probably surprised everybody. We make a run, then what? Everybody say, "Oh, the Bills and the Chiefs."
You know how this works. If the Pats win the first game, they'll say, "Yeah, but it was a beat." You know, the Chiefs are on the downfall.
Yeah.
Kelsey's old.
You know who else? I know somebody else on this show who will say that too.
Mike, you think?
Yeah. It's going to get interesting when it comes down to the end of the season, because there's a couple teams at the bottom there that you guys are all just crowning KC to get into the playoffs. I mean,
true.
There's 9 teams right now that you could consider playoff teams. There are only 7 spots, so the next couple games, Kansas City better start winning.
It's true.
They will. They always do though. Late in the season, they go on a little. Oh, here we are. We're the Avengers, and then. Like, I don't trust. I don't like the Chargers.
Me neither.
The Broncos are shaky.
Yeah.
And who else?
Colts.
You talk about one and done. I don't think Daniel Jones can go.
We'll get a home game though.
Yeah, but it's still Danny Dimes at the end of the day. But we'll see.
Hey, he's won a playoff game. He went into Minnesota and beat the Vikings.
We'll see. We'll see.
Listen, the Colts. I know they're crowned right now as the best team in the league right now, but they have not played the good teams in the division. They haven't played the the Jags at all. They haven't played the Texans at all. They've played the Titans twice. I mean, they still have a tough schedule. They got Kansas City, they got Houston, Jacksonville, Seattle, San Francisco, Jacksonville, Houston. So I mean, we can't even say that they're going to hold on to that bye.
Bro, they're going to get no, they might not, but they'll get to 11 at least. They're 7-2. They'll get to 11.
Oh no, yeah, they'll get to 11. Yeah. I'm saying we can't say that the Bills won't get a bye.
You know what? Denver is so quietly like going through there and going into Mile High. If they get the 1 seed, man, I don't like them. I think Bo Nix is just like a better Mark Sanchez. Sean Payton's just a great coach and they have a great defense. But like that is a tough place to go. Like that would not be easy, man. Especially a Super Bowl coach. All right, well, that's the AFC. Honestly, my answer is going to be no. Is there anyone in the NFC you guys even fear? Like, do you think anyone's like levels above? Everyone has their flaws. Like, if you're the Bills or the Pats, like, are you even worried? The top teams are in the AFC, right, sir? No?
You disrespecting the NFC, bro. There's more good teams in the NFC than there are the AFC. Come on,
yeah, but there's less good quarterbacks who I don't trust. Like Vikings last year, Sam Darnold.
I'm telling you, there's more good teams in the NFC, bro. Stop disrespecting the NFC.
I would say there's more average teams in the NFC, but the top tier are the AFC, the powerhouses.
I disagree with that one. But go ahead.
Do you think there's more better? You think there's more better NFC teams than AFC teams?
Absolutely.
I don't.
No. Absolutely.
But better as in like the median average, yes. Like there's a better 4 through 8, but like those top teams are way better in the AFC. Like it's leaning one way, in my opinion. No,
I disagree with you.
There disagrees.
Tim?
I still wouldn't want to play Detroit if they make it to the Super Bowl.
Well, me and you don't have to worry, Tim. We ain't getting anywhere near.
No. I as a AFC guy, I'm just saying it.
Right. So that's who you fear the most if you're the AFC guy.
Yeah, great. Them, Green Bay. I mean, those are kind of complete teams.
What about Philly? Do you like even?
I have no idea what Philly's doing. I have no idea what AJ Brown's doing. Like,
all right, let's go to the AFC guys who have a chance to make the Super Bowl. Mike, you scared of anybody? And if so, like, who do you not want to see?
I'm scared of one team. I'm not scared of the Seahawks. I don't believe in Sam Darnold.
Yeah,
I don't believe in Jalen Hurts. I do believe in Matt Stafford. If the Rams make the Super Bowl, I don't want them to make the Super Bowl. I feel like they are one that can give us a shootout like the Chiefs can. Their defense is pretty good, and they have high-quality receivers. I mean, Nakua and Adams are really good, and Stafford's playing like it doesn't age.
Yeah. Nas, what about you?
I would probably either say Philly or Detroit.
Okay. It's funny how, like, the Eagles get no respect, kind of, because they are weird. And Nick Sirianni, I was talking to my brother about this. He's like the Eli Manning of coaches. Like he has, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, he's won a Super Bowl. You still like question if he's a good coach. You know what I mean? It's
like, I hate him.
It's just like if they win, it's not cousin, but if they lose, it's probably because he did something stupid. You know.
But you know who I like? You know who I like on that team is the general manager. He's not scared to make moves.
He's the best general manager in the NFL. Not only does he get the trades he wants, he fleeces the other teams.
Yeah.
Like it's
crazy.
Absurd, man.
That was a good what they got at the deadline was pretty good. Yeah, like Jada Phillips is good. Yeah.
I don't think the Eagles have ever, aside from the Chip Kelly era, in my lifetime, I don't know if they've ever made a bad move. Even when
they just got Jair Alexander from the Ravens for nothing.
Even when they traded McNabb to the Redskins in like 2010, I was like, wow, what are they, stupid? And McNabb was washed. And then Michael Vick ends up like leaning him to the playoffs. Like, what a great move that I was like, why would you trade McNabb with? They always know what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
Imagine if that team had Justin Jefferson in that draft.
That's actually the worst move they ever made. Jalen Reagor over Justin Jefferson.
Oh,
hindsight's 2020, but
yeah,
boy, they still won a Super Bowl afterwards, so I guess it's not really.
Yeah, Jalen Reagor ended up being on the Vikings actually. Funny time. All right, let's get to our picks here. Really quick though, Tim. So, how many Jet jerseys do you have now that are useless? Do you have any that are like?
All of them. I have got one that's still. It's a Winkerbeck jersey. That's the only
Okay.
one that's lasted the test of time.
You have a Nick Mangold jersey. Rest in peace.
Nah. I wish I did.
Mhm.
I mean, there's still time.
Yeah, well,
Posthumous one. All right, let's get to our picks here. Sir went 2-2 last week. He's 23-13 in first place. Mike 2-2, 19-16-1. Nas 2-2, 18-18. I was 1-3, 18-18. And Tim 2-2, which brings him to 13-23, just anchoring us down continuously. We will start with Mike. What do you got?
Okay, I'm going with the Pats Bucks over. I think that game will end up being a shootout, and I think it's 48, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And then I like the Eagles versus the Packers. I don't believe in the Packers anymore. I think they're frauds in the NFC. That game versus the Panthers, I mean, I don't understand. Jordan Love was like, and then they just lost Kraft, man. That guy was probably the best tight end in football this year. So I do think the Eagles cover the +3. I do like the Panthers -4 against the. Well, it was -4 this morning. When I looked before, it was -5.5. So what do you guys have?
it was 5.5 when I looked.
5.5, yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Going in the trap, Mike.
yeah. Let me stay away from that one. I'm gonna go with the Falcons +6.5 versus the Colts. I think that the Colts are due for a letdown. And I think that the Falcons are playing good football. I mean, they barely lost against the Pats. And I think that Penix and London that's a crazy duo, man. London had a crazy game.
Hold on, Mike. Your thing, you said that the Colts are due for a letdown. They just had
Yeah, they just lost.
That's the Steelers.
that's a letdown game. They should have beat the brakes off.
That's true. Yeah, I don't know. I just like +6.5. Even if the Colts win, I don't think they win by 6.5.
All right.
All right, I'm just saying.
And then the last one I choose. I was going to choose the Panthers, but not +5. I'm going to go with Jags money line. I think it's a pick 'em. The Texans are playing Mills, and I think they're chugging
Yeah,
on.
how's that a pick 'em? That's crazy. Wait.
I know, and the Jags are they just traded for Myers. I know that BTJ is probably out, but I don't know. I like the Jags. Gotta pick them. That's fine.
All right, I'll go next. I'm going to Thursday night. I'm going Denver -9.5. Home game. Come on, win 27-17. You should beat the Raiders by 10. You honestly should. I'm going with the Colts on a bounce back game after a loss back. -6.5. I'll go against you, Mike, on that one. I'm done believing that the Giants are any good. For weeks I was kind of picking them with the plus. I thought they beat the Niners last week. Give me the Bears -3.5. Why can't they win the game 27-23? Caleb Williams had a great game last week. What a wild game that was too, by the way. And give me your Niners +4.5 at home, sir. Why not with the Rams? 20. Those games are usually field goal games. 23-20, even if you lose, I think you cover that 4.5. So those are mine. Tim, what do you got?
All right. Fool me once, Jets. You're not fooling me again. Give me the Browns -2.5. I don't know. Jets are going to go straight full rebuild. They're done for the rest of the season. Mike, sorry, buddy. I'm taking the Bills -9.5 against the Dolphins.
Uh-oh, you might want to place that bet, Nas.
We'll still win. We'll still win the game. I mean, it might not cover 9.5, but
Oh, you better cover 9.5 too. The Dolphins are just not good. I don't care what anyone says.
Yo, did you see that stat Thursday night? They're the only team without a 50-yard field goal. That is so sad. Like
the only team without what?
a 50-yard field goal. Like they don't have a 50-yard field goal this year.
My last two picks, I'm going to go over 42.5 in the Broncos-Raiders game. Broncos seem to put up points against bad defenses, and I think Pat Surtain's out for the Broncos, so that gives the Raiders passing game a little life. So I'm taking the over 42.5. And my last pick, I'm going to go under 48.5 Colts-Falcons. No game outside of the U.S. this year has hit 48, so I'm just playing the straight odds that overseas they just don't play as well as they do when they're in the comfort of their own home.
You know, Tim, I'm feeling a 4-0 week for you. I really am.
I like that
Fuck
pick.
me.
The last time you said that, 0-4, bro. So
Hey,
No,
Josh Allen's 13-2 against the Dolphins, so that you should
Yeah.
be fine.
Yeah, but the division games, Mike.
They matter.
They'll cover.
Nas,
They'll cover. Only 10.
we'll go with you, Nas. Then we'll go to our leader, sir. So you got.
All right, so for my first game, I'm gonna go Ravens -4.5. I think they got another week of Lamar getting comfortable. He showed you he was comfortable, but now he's really gonna show you he's comfortable. My second,
stat patter, Lamar Jackson.
yeah, supposedly. My second pick is the Patriots +2.5. I'm gonna keep riding the wave until it crashes, till it falls. My third pick is the Lions -8.5. I think it's a bounce back game. I really don't think they should have lost to the Vikings last week. So I think they're just gonna manhandle. They play the Panthers, right?
Washington.
Yeah, I think. Oh yeah, no Jaden Daniels. I think they're gonna manhandle Washington. And my last pick is I like the Eagles +2.5 against the Packers. Coming off a bye, I think AJ Brown's banged up, so I think he comes back. I think all that like sentimental and Twitter, I think all that shit's nonsense. I think they come out, they play football and win the game. They can win. I think they win that game outright, and I think New England wins the game outright.
Yeah, Twitter's not real life. Remember that, kids. Sir, who you got, man?
Hold on. Pats did let you down last week. Just letting you know.
Yeah, but okay.
They didn't cover.
All right.
So my first pick, I'm gonna go with Giants Bears over 46.5. Ben Johnson got these boys playing, like putting up some points. Like I think they're sixth in the league in total points per game. So the Bears did put up some points. The Giants could do a little something, put up something. So give me the over in that one. Second one, I think Detroit was -7.5. Are they not?
Oh, I'll take 7.5.
No, they went up. I thought.
Oh no, I looked at maybe half hour ago that was 7.5, but that's whatever, 8.5, whatever. They should beat the brakes off the Washington. So whatever it is. Third one, give me Chargers Pittsburgh over 45.5. Pittsburgh scored 20 plus in 7 of their last 8 of the 8 games. And the Chargers, they can put up some points too, so give me the over in that one. And you said don't fall for the trap. Well, I'm jumping in. Give me the Panthers -5.5. If it's a trap, it is what it is. You got me on one, but to say it stinks, bro. Like they changed quarterbacks, same different thing. They ain't good. So and Carolina undercover. I was surprised they 5-3.
Yeah, man, 5-4.
You know what I'm saying, or 5-4, whatever. You know what I'm saying? They undercover kind of do it okay. I'm not saying they nice, but they do it okay.
I picked them to win that division this year. But I could be.
Yeah,
The Lions line was 7.5, by the way.
All right,
So did we get 7?
I'll give you both 7.5.
All right, but yeah, so the Panthers.
I checked Yahoo. Yahoo says 8, but yeah, I don't know what you're checking.
Fuck, can't bet on Yahoo. Get on DraftKings, brother.
If you want to switch, if you want to take the point from the Lions and put it to the Ravens, I'm fine with that.
I'm not doing that. You're both getting -7.5. All right. All right. Well, if I was you guys, I'd ride Sir's wave here. He's 23-13. But we're not doing that bad. Tim's just anchoring us down, but I have faith he's going to go 4-0 this weekend. All right,
Thank
Fantasy Sleeper. Let's keep it under 4,500. I'm going to go with 3,400. Mark Andrews, tight end for the Ravens. 2 touchdowns last week, and Lamar's coming into his own. Why not? Sir, who you got?
All right, at 3,300, give me wide receiver Michael Wilson, Arizona Cardinals. He's got 4+ targets all in last 5 games. For 3,300, I mean, I'm sure you can find worse, but a little sleeper option. And so listen, I mean, Jacoby Brissett has a nice little rapport with him, so why not?
Yeah, Mike, who you got?
I'm going with George Kittle versus Rams at 4,500.
I would say I know that price is good, but that is such a soft
4,500 for tight ends. Bro. Come on.
Wow.
It's the best tight end in the NFL.
Available.
Let me take the best tight end in football. Sleeper.
It's not the best tight end in football.
It's one of the best.
You know what I said, Mo. Come on.
He literally had 0 fantasy points 2 games ago.
You know what though? You're following the rules, and I respect it. However, I think it's a little cheap.
That's BS, man. That's BS.
If you look at the tight end prices
for 3,000.
If Nas is not allowed to call bullshit unless he has a value right here for his pick.
Nas, who you got?
So I'm going 500. He's worth $500.
Okay.
His name's Kyle Williams from the Patriots.
What?
Okay.
Not worth $500. There's nobody worth $500.
Are you serious?
I think
Yeah, I'm
2K is the
dead serious.
minimum.
Keyshawn Boutte, one of our receivers are out, so
Okay.
Kyle Williams has to step in. He's our
Okay.
third round. He's a rookie. He's
All right.
probably worth like 500, 750.
It's probably like
2K is the
3,000.
minimum salary there now.
Yeah, it's probably like 3,000. But I'm with you. I'm with you. You and
He's
your
probably
Star
Hey, at
Wars.
least he
5,500.
didn't
Let's
say
be
a dollar, okay? Give him a break.
You and your Star Wars attire here. You look like one of the fucking menaces. Like I don't know what they were called. The Siths.
Can somebody check a price on him, please?
All right. Tim will
Yes.
get on it after he gives us his.
I will take a cheap tight end, 3,200. David Njoku against the Jets.
Okay.
You guys said 4,500. I don't understand the slack here.
It's just
Listen, I'm agreeing with you. I didn't pick him. That's all I'm saying. I looked at him. I'm like, that's easy. That's an easy pick.
If you look at the salaries of tight ends, like even like the top tier ones are pretty
an
cheap.
easy pick.
So, like,
It's supposed to be a sleeper. You think
I'll know for next week. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Yeah, you follow the rules. There's nothing wrong with that. Just know that it's, you're being judged. That's all. All right. So Nas gets punished this week because of his thumbs up, thumbs down. No, his fantasy sleeper last week was above the price range, and I said I wasn't counting that. So everyone gets a thumbs up, thumbs down. But Nas gets to judge who had the worst thumbs up, thumbs down. That's what I'll give him. So I'll start. My thumbs up, Sam Darnold, 4 touchdown passes. Congrats. My thumbs down, the whole NFC East. Embarrassing home losses. Every single one of those teams that played. My thumbs down goes to the NFC East. Mike, who you got?
My thumbs up is just going to go to the whole Bills team, specifically the defense. We held Pat Mahomes to his lowest completion percentage of his career. Second lowest of his career. And that's a lot to say. I mean, they had a whole team. They had Rice, they had Worthy, they had Kelsey. You can't say they didn't have their weapons. And we held him to the lowest completion percentage of his career. And my thumbs down, I'm probably going to have to give my thumbs down. I'm going to give it the same thing to you. The NFC East is just really bad, and that Dallas Cowboys loss. I can't imagine you as a Cowboys fan watching that game. Everybody I think on this show had -2.5 Cowboys, and I picked them in.
I did warn you guys. The Cardinals own them. I did warn you guys.
Well, then why did none of us take the Cardinals?
That's on you. I don't know.
I took the under. I hit that game. I also took the under because I said your Bills defense was underrated, and you proved me right. Thank you very much.
Tim, who you got?
Also, Nas is a 3K for Kyle Williams. So
there you go.
GG's on that one.
Thank you.
My thumbs up. Rico Dowdle, running back. 3
Rico.
Against the third-ranked Green Bay rush defense. He put up 25 for 130 and 2 tutties. Their offense looks very good when he's the lead back. Mm-hmm. So it'll be interesting going forward, sir. I do like your 5.5 pick for your one game. And thumbs down. Let's not discredit Danny Dimes for having a terrible, terrible week. He threw 3 picks, fumbled the ball 3 times, lost 2 of them. In a game where they only lost by 7 points, he was the sole person to blame. And hopefully that doesn't go forward like when Sam Darnold had his first bad game last year. It rolled right over to the next week in the playoffs, and they got embarrassed twice in a row. So
yeah. All right, sir, you got.
Happen.
All right, my thumbs up goes to the 49er faithful, taking over MetLife. Say we're so much so even Jackson Dart says it felt like a road game that the crowd was louder than. So thumbs up to my peoples for showing up and showing out and doing that. My thumbs down goes to Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn, what the hell are you doing leaving Jaden Daniels in the big game? You're down 38-7, bro. And you're like with 7 minutes to go. I understand he's a little, he hasn't been the healthiest quarterback. What's he still doing in the game? He's your franchise quarterback. And then I don't know if you saw an injury, but it wasn't the best. So thumbs down to you, sir.
It's almost like Sir picked them to go to the Super Bowl or something.
I know. Thumbs exactly. It makes my pick look even worse now. Congratulations to the Eagles for winning the NFC East.
Hey, Nas, all right.
It's their division now.
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Sir had the best thumbs down, and all you guys' thumbs up was shitty.
Yeah, but who was the worst one? You got to pick worst. Was it Mike with the Bills?
Yeah, Mike.
That was easy. That's a cop-out.
I knew that was coming.
It's true. It's true, but it's a cop-out.
Like, who cares? Like, you beat them in the playoffs. Go to the Super Bowl. Who gives a shit?
I talked about the completion percentage.
God
That's all I talked about.
Oh, they had Rice, they had Worthy, they had Kelsey, they had Reed, they had Motley.
Yes,
Who
and we held
cares?
the second lowest completion percentage of all his career.
It
That is
wound up losing to the Dolphins on Sunday.
Yeah, let me see that bet slip you put, Nas.
Shot
On
bet.
-3
Nas,
Buffalo.
Nas,
On -3 versus you. I still have not seen that bet slip, but the -3 against the Bills.
So all of us will be meeting this Sunday at bar, the Extra Pine, for this week's yearly meetup for the show, which will have some fun. I really want to see if at the Firehouse, Mike could talk enough shit to where Nas puts a money line bet on the Dolphins, because I kind of want to see it, and it'll give us a lot of fun at 1:00 to sit there.
If I'll tell you this, if 10 is that I make the bet, it's Wednesday and I'm already at 6.
Okay.
So
I don't know what that means, but okay.
I'm almost there to making the bet.
All right. Everybody enjoy football this week, and we're out.